3, fight!
Supreme Week 3 of Fall/Winter 2025 is upon us, folks, and boy, do we got a drop list to break down for y'all today. From the Wise by Yohji Yamamoto collab to some banger preview items I know a lot of y'all have been waiting for. So if you love staying up to date on Supreme and other related streetwear content, and you have come to the right place, it's your boy SupThomas. Hit like on the video if you're a Supreme fan, subscribe for more videos similar to this, and hit the notification bell so you get up to date every single time I post and go live. I go live every single Thursday for Supreme Live Cops, and you won't want to miss this week. It's gonna be an absolute banger. And with all that out of the way, let's get into it. And here it is, the Supreme Week 3 full drop list. I'm very excited for a lot of the items coming out this week, especially the items from the Yohji Yamamoto Wise collab. You can check out my full breakdown of that collab I did on Monday, linked here on the screen, where I go in depth on each of the pieces. But I can say, myself and a lot of other folks are disappointed in the extremely high retail prices for a lot of those garments, and that is a pattern that's been unfortunately happening this season, whether it's inflation, whether it's tariffs, whether it's Supreme wanting to squeeze us of just a little more cash, I don't know. But regardless, we still gotta go to Supreme community and we still gotta break it down, no matter the cost. As always, we start at the bottom, make our way to the top, and these piping sweatpants for $168, yeah, I get why they're at the bottom. These are not that cool, but they're not terrible. They got Supreme printed on the piping. They're fine, I suppose. They're just not that exciting. Definitely not a bad pair of sweatpants. I'm sure they're comfortable. I'm sure they'll keep you warm. You got them in these 3 different colors, but I'm still gonna downvote them and keep that moving. The piping zip-up hooded sweatshirt matches the sweatpants. Also, $168 is interesting to see them at the same price point, which is kind of nice. I mean, I could see people going for this if you just want a clean, simple piece with some brushback fleece, zip up. Maybe you like one of these colors. You like the black one with that contrast piping. I don't know. I would never buy a piece like this. It's just not really the type of garment that I gravitate towards at all. Colorways are pretty boring. And then when you consider all the other items coming out this week, it's kind of a waste of money. All right, the least sought after Wise Yohji Yamamoto item is the Thinker Tee, artwork by Maggie Lee. I'm also not huge on this. For one, I'm just not big on the art style, and two, it's a little too hot topic, edgy punk kid for me with the anarchy necklace there, the boots. I just don't love the style. I get why some people would like it. In the back also, it's not very good, in my opinion. If you like it, that is totally fine. We're all meant to have different styles. $54. It's also available in white, which is nice. I think the white one might look a little better. You can see the art more clearly, but like the wall behind her, I think this tee is gonna brick. The 666 sweater is next. Very edgy design here, but the coolest part about this sweater isn't the big 666 print. It's not the Supreme Wise on the back. It's not even the secondary colorway, which I have dubbed the mustard and ketchup. No, it's the fact that this piece draws inspiration from Yohji Yamamoto Autumn Winter 2012 with the 69 sweater. For me personally, I'd rather cop this, if you know what I'm saying, but a very obvious inspiration from his own design. It's cool to see when Supreme brings stuff like that back and iterate on it with their own spin. Love that homage, and shout out to the person on Twitter that posted that. I would have never known that myself. Also, $268 for this thing, a little pricey. The diamond beanie is next. I think this thing is getting criminally underrated, so I'm going sleeper hat of the week. Not full sleeper item, but sleeper hat at the very least. I dig this logo here. We've seen it a couple times in the past. I've seen people draw comparison to Patagonia a little bit with this beanie. I totally see that. I could see this pink piece with all this multicolor actually doing okay in terms of resale. So if you want a beanie and you want to throw it on your cart for maybe free shipping, or you just don't have a Supreme beanie, it's worth going for one of these. $40 too. You can't really lose money in beanies. I sleep on them way too much, guys. You could literally get 2 of these beanies for cheaper than one Yohji Yamamoto one, and that's pretty wild. Back to the Wise, we have the baggy jeans for $288, collaboration with Yohji, artwork by Joe Chat, and apparently Joe Chat is a tattoo artist. One of y'all put it in my comment section. Some pieces grow on you. This one, I'm just less stoked about it. I think this is the better colorway for the jeans, but I would just never wear these. It's cool. I appreciate the pattern. I just don't think it's that wearable, man. Maybe it's a bit too abstract. I still don't fully know what's going on. It's like these skulls are exploding, and maybe this piece will fly and end up being super sought after, very valuable. If you like it, I think you should go for it, but I would stay away from red and go for the classic indigo. The La Caron camp cap is next for 58 bucks, dude. They are taxing on this shit. I know La Caron is a fancy fabric or a pattern, whatever the case, and this is a chill hat. I dig it. I like this colorway here with the red burgundy. I feel like that's a hat you would read a very exquisite book in your den while smoking a cigar in a robe, some candles and Frank Sinatra playing in the background. I might do that. We'll have to just wait and see. Probably not this week, but maybe in the future. Sharp, spell out, adjustable, new era. You like those talons I just pulled up?
Do the chickens have large talons?
Do the chickens have large talons?
Do they have what?
Large talons.
Bruh.
I think the talons on this hat are fairly dull. I don't hate the logo, but I don't think a lot of people are really gonna flock to this hat for anything special. I could see it sitting on the site for a bit. It'll probably sell out in one of the colorways. If I had to give a guess, pink and red could do okay in terms of just selling out, but reselling this thing, nah, not at all. Now this piece has been growing on me, the silk zip up short sleeve shirt. I'm debating on copping it, guys. I really need to save money this week. We'll just say I've had a lot of expenses in the external world, all right? But Grim Reaper doing some yayo, I feel like it's worth it to carry a bit of a balance. I think American Express will understand. My creditors will get it. And at the end of the day, do we think this piece is going to lose money? I don't know, man. Y's on the front. It's got the Supreme kanji down below that also translates to the highest. I don't think pink is the best. I really do like the black one better. Yamamoto Yohji in that super cool font up there. This piece is just fun. Obviously extremely provocative, silly, absurdist, but that's like what Supreme is all about. Only thing that's getting me is the $188 price. I guess it's not horrible for being silk and a collaboration, so we'll wait and see. You guys let me know, should I cop this? Because I definitely have to grab something from this collab, as Yohji Yamamoto is my favorite designer of all time. Arabic Jacquard beanie, 40 bones. This piece is aight. The Supreme Arabic logo is classic, and I think they've actually finally waited at least a year. No, they had another piece with the Arabic logo last season. This is okay though. They didn't overdo it. I think the problem is with BB Simon, with Realtree, with all these other elements I've been talking about, it's just a frequency imbalance. You can bring back classic logos. They can do one motion logo a year with the Swarovski. That's fine. They can bring back the Arabic logo, maybe 2 pieces a year. I think this piece is dope. Not sure if I would get it to flip, but there's definitely been worse beanies from Supreme. The Crest applique half zip pullover is up next. Brushback fleece with twill logo applique and embroidered graphics. You can get it for $168. I actually dig this graphic quite a lot. I love these European family crest logos that we get. As someone with the family crest and a grandfather who was super into ancestry, I just think that shit is so cool, and we really fell off as a society when we stopped using family crests, so we might have to bring that shit back. We have Il Vincitore Assoluto dal MCMX CIV, which is the absolute winner since 1994. Very cool. Contender for sleeper item of the week here, but I don't think it's the full-on sleeper item of the week. Only thing I don't like about this piece is this weird line underneath the Supreme logo. I don't get why that's there. If you removed it, this piece would be 10 times better. All right, the shearling line denim work shirt. We got this all cotton denim with faux shearling lining and quilted taffeta sleeve lining, snap front closure with on seam hand pockets and a patch pocket at chest. I don't know why I grabbed my wrist there as if there was going to be a pocket near your wrist. There's not at all, but I dig this thing. Very nice arc logo. Tonal, I think looks good here. One of those rare times where I think it's fine. You have these pockets there. Where are the hand pockets? On seam hand pockets. I don't know. Chest pockets, hand pockets, whatever the case is. It's a nice work shirt. Looks warm. Decent colors too. All right, the denim work jacket by Wise. $348. I downvoted this thing, man. I don't know. Out of all the items, this is my least favorite stuff, okay? This pattern right here. I don't think it's bad, but I just don't think it's great. And with the price, the Supreme Yohji Yamamoto on the back is cool. I like the font. It looks warm. It is cool in a way, but just the other items are better. I would have to pick red over the other one if it came down to it. But $350, dude, that's pushing it. If you like it, go for it. I'm just less stoked on it than the other items. Like this thermal, very similar pattern, same collaboration. $148, but something about this one with the skulls being this bright off-white and then the pattern being more visible, it just looks better. The other one was an ancient photograph, and this one is the digital counterpart, the HD graphics. We've upgraded to the latest NVIDIA graphics card on this one, and I think it just looks cool. I know some of y'all were saying you needed the thermal. I freaking get it, man. This is a very distinctive and cool looking piece. I haven't really seen anything like it. From a distance, it might look a little sus, a little crazy, but sometimes you just gotta take those risks, baby. Don't you worry about it. Next up, the denim utility pants. I'm so freaking up and down with this piece. I first saw it, I liked it. Now I look at it and I'm not so sure. I think the rivets, man, just steer me away from it a bit. I do get that it is very Yohji Yamamoto. It's got that Y3 vibe to it a little, with the kind of ninja aesthetic, little tech wear bro in there. I'm sure I'll see some fits together that would look sick, and I could absolutely pull it off. I know I could. I would probably get the black one. I think I'll just get a different pair of Supreme pants this year. I'm actually gonna do it. Been hounding myself for 4 seasons to get a pair of Supreme pants, and I've just been, you know, stuck in my old ways of just buying outerwear, buying t-shirts, buying hats. $228 is a good price, and if you like this piece, I totally get it. I would switch my vote to an upvote if I could. I like the distressed script 6-panel. Nah, it's just boring. Some people like this logo, not so much for me. There's times where I can like it. This time is not one of them. The distressed hat is fine, but I'm also not huge on these types of bucklebacks from Supreme. If I had to pick one colorway, I don't know, black or this maroon. Take your pick. $48. Not a fan. Okay, the Wise skull beanie, dude. $118. I was just flabbergasted when I saw this price. This was gonna be my second item. I'm gonna cop something later on this drop list most likely, and then I was thinking, all right, the beanie will be like $58. I think it'll resell for maybe like 100. We'll see. But now I don't even know. I still think there's some potential on it, but I would not get this to flip. I would get this if you're wanting to wear it or you have super strong conviction and you know it's gonna resell. Just $118 retail on a beanie is insane, and I don't know what justifies it. Even though it's a collab, even though it's big embroidery, it's just really ridiculous to see that, and just unfortunate because it really shows where the prices are going overall, and just kind of sucks. Beanie for $100. Tell that to a normal person in your everyday life who doesn't like Supreme. They'll think you're insane. And in a way, well, we are. At least the long sleeve tee by Yohji is a respectable $68. I mean, fair enough. That is still a chunk of change, but I dig this thing. I like this crazy horror graphic with the heavy metal fonts. You got the Supreme kanji, Wise, very cool from the front especially, and I like that it's a back hit. I like that you don't have to rock with that guy on the front if you don't want to. I think the sleeves really make this piece. I would go with the black, 68 bones, very cool and relatively affordable comparatively speaking. Next we have the Yohji Yamamoto grommet 6-panel to match the utility pants, I suppose, which are grommeted as well. $88 for this hat. It's like, I wish this was $68 to be honest, but a lot of Y3 hats straight up, just an embroidered Y3 are like 90 when they're brand new, so at least Wise is a little bit cheaper even though it's a Supreme collab. But this is a pretty cool hat, I have to give it to them. The pattern is not bad. I would say the best to go for is gonna be the denim. Maybe it's this darker indigo, I don't know, but the denim stuff has been doing crazy. You guys noticed that? The Supreme bags have sold out in denim. There's the pattern as well, which I don't think looks the best. I think that would be a harder hat to wear with an outfit personally, and the white is not as cool. So I would say it's between the blue denim one and the black or dark navy one. Very cool hat. I think has some potential to resell, and a very fire piece for the personal. Next up, the hooded bomber jacket, faux fur windstopper Supreme XY3 by Yohji Yamamoto. That's a lot of freaking words, man. And I don't know why I wet it backwards, but I literally did. $698. Literally. This piece is still gonna fly. Blady had that shit on in the lookbook. No screen printing, no embroidery, just vibes. This black and red gradient pattern is sick. Not even a gradient pattern. It's all mixed together like a bloody werewolf or something, dude. I don't know. It's very cool. Major Castlevania vibes on this guy. I wouldn't even think about the black one. The red one is just way too cool. All right, the hand fan. Here we go. I love a good hand fan. I used to have the OG Supreme hand fan that was a different collaboration that I forget the name of the company, but here you go. You got Yohji Yamamoto, Tokyo Supreme NYC. You got the star. I do like the S logo hits here on the individual panels, and then the Supreme embroidered logo down at the top of the fan is pretty cool. Very nice accessory. Usable if you want. I mean, hand fans work for cooling yourself off. 78, it's what you'd expect to see. I mean, once you get in hand, maybe you're like, damn, I overpaid for this, but you got to think about it. It's Onishitsune Shoten, so think about that. Wake up, folks. We got sleeper item of the week in the hooded utility jacket. All cotton canvas, 3M thin insulation, all kinds of facts here on your screen. You can pause the video and read it yourself, but I dig this item and I think it's perfectly in line with what a sleeper item is. It's low key. It's just a nice garment overall. It's releasing during a week where lots of other items are coming out that are pretty hype, and this thing might just be staying out the way.
What's up, baby?
What's good, my boy?
How you?
Staying out the way.
Okay, that boy clean, man.
No, for real.
Minding its own business. Cooking. It's got a hood. It appears to be removable. It is. Supreme Classic logo. Tonal. Okay. I would have maybe preferred a bit of contrast there, but I dig the pockets, snap front closures. I mean, it seems like 2 pockets on each side. 3 on this one with the zip. Pink, very cool. I dig it. I think this might be the best one though. The denim seems to be just extremely popular this season for whatever reason. 228, also not bad. And that's why I'm dubbing it sleeper item of the week. On the complete other end of the spectrum, we have the Fire and Ice hockey jersey, which I was not expecting this to release so soon. I don't know why, but I just figured, oh, that'll come out later. No, it's coming out now. Very nice hockey jersey, but 228 is absolutely, I get it. It's a cool jersey with an awesome front and back design, tons of embroideries for sure, but it's not no 228, man. Supreme, I guess I can kind of see it with just the sheer amount of stuff happening here, but this thing should be 178, man, at the most. I think this thing's gonna fly. A lot of people that don't like the Yohji Yamamoto stuff are gonna go for an item like this, 100%. And that Yohji stuff is not for everyone. Not everyone likes the grungy, edgy vibe. They're more about this stuff, and this is more in line with the classic Supreme piece. I think the back, it's a little busy. It does look cool. I think they could have removed these leopard stars out of anything and it would have been fine. I do like the good and evil, Fire and Ice. You got the season's greatest of all time, thanks to no one, in that amazing font that they use for the work shirts. They'll put that same font there. I think it's very cool. The shootout is nice. The zeros are a nice touch. Lost a tooth. If you're a hockey fan, you might have to cop this thing. Even the Angel and Devil have on a Supreme jersey. I'll give it that. It's very cool. My personal favorite colorway is this navy blue and yellow one. I think it would be the most wearable in everyday situations, but I believe a lot of people might be going for that digital camo, and I totally get that. I love seeing digital camo get its time in the spotlight. The star t-shirt from the Yohji collab is very simple. It's got the same thing that the fan does printed on a shirt. You can get it in white and black or red on white. Take your pick. My personal favorite piece from the Yamamoto collab is the zip-up hooded sweatshirt pictured here. I think this thing is the most wearable, super clean, and just does everything very well. The black colorway is extremely nice. I love these skull wings and hits. I love the Yohji Yamamoto on the back with the devil hellspawn. This thing is like out of Doom or something, man, and you gotta kill that with a shotgun running full speed to some heavy metal. Like, this is what's happening here, folks. And this red one is simply tough as nails. There's no other way of putting it. I'm confident with intention of keeping and wearing because I don't have any red zip ups, and this would be a perfect addition to the wardrobe. Be able to rock it on video because, man, I have a green hat that I was trying to wear earlier today and I couldn't wear it because it was getting keyed out. For some reason, this one doesn't. And well, when you do all these YouTube videos per week, I want to wear stuff that you guys can see too. I mean, got my Akira shirt on here, folks. I mean, I'm trying, all right? I think a lot of y'all agree that this is pretty cool. The contrast stitching is sick. It just does everything right. 248 bucks. Yeah, it's expensive. I wish it was less than that. I wish it was 198, but it's a collab. It's got stitching. It's got artwork by Joe Chat, and you got to give Joe Chat his due. He really did cook up a lot of these graphics. The silver wallet chain is very expensive, $12.98, made by the Great Frog, exclusively for Supreme and Wise. This is going to sell out very quickly. If you are the affluent Supreme customer, then you are going for this, and you will do well to get it. I recommend if you guys want anything this week and you can't miss it, sign up for Reup23's ACO slot, link in description. An ACO is pretty much a bot that Reup will run for you. And if you want this leather jacket, for instance, I would absolutely spend whatever it takes, the 10 to 30 bucks that he charges you if he hits on something like this, because this is going to be the #1 item to sell out first. Mark my words, it is the quintessential cornerstone piece that everything is built around. That's what has happened here. It's a dope leather jacket with a fierce hellhound on the back and on the sleeves. You got pockets, you got Wise branding, you got Supreme embossed underneath this pocket, Wise embossed right next to the zipper. It even looks good in white. I think both are very nice and both are gonna sell out super hard. Don't wear this shit around your grandma, or do, because you truly do not GAF. You drive a motorcycle, and yeah, maybe your skull catches on fire every once in a while. And yeah, maybe you have the power to drag people to hell. I don't know. You'll have to put on this leather jacket and just find out. 3 items left, and they're all 3 accessories, believe it or not, which is classic Supreme community where accessories get voted up, in my opinion, a little too high, but that's all right. The silver bracelet, 848 bucks. It's a little bit cheaper, and to be honest, I didn't know silver was this expensive, and it's probably not. Believe me, you're paying for Supreme, Wise, and the Great Frog. I'm not a jewelry guy, so I would pay like $100 for this thing, and even at that price, I'd be like, damn, I wish it was cheaper. Call me Scrooge McDuck all you want, but that's just the way I look at it. For the people that want this, it's gonna fly. You might want to do ACO, you might want to do a bot, just saying. Even though it's this expensive, the people that can afford it literally could not care less. Second to last item, we have the Hoto Camp Light with all this information, a big brightness range, it's water resistant, wireless. Interesting. Is it like Bluetooth? Huh. 3100 milliamp. You got 8 to 50 hours in different light modes of battery life. And these dimensions here, pretty cool. Camp Light. Hoto also made the pressure washer and one other accessory. Looked at it in my accessory video at the beginning of the season, but I dig this thing. You don't have to use it when you're camping. You can totally use it in your house. You can walk around with it like an old man with the candlestick, but you have to have the pajama hat with the Santa Claus tail on it, and you have to honk shoe whenever you're sleeping. That's very important. Once again, I am talking about insane shit, and yeah, it's a camp light, $68. Perhaps a little expensive, but I'm sure this regular one from Hoto is 20 bucks cheaper maybe. I could see this thing actually sitting for a bit this week. Wait and see. I'm not getting that hype Supreme accessory vibes from it. Unlike the final item, we got the Opinel X Supreme #4 knife keychain. This thing is super sick. Stainless steel, 2-inch folded blade with printed logo on durable PEFC French hornbeam wood. Made in France. I guarantee won't be sold in France. This will be a US only type of deal because we got freedom, and you guys aren't allowed to have knives over there, which I still don't understand why that's the case, but it is what it is. I'm gonna be going for this thing. I think I'm getting this in red and then the zip up in black. That's free shipping, and it's under 300 bucks with taxes and everything. Maybe I still want to get that silk short sleeve shirt. Not sure I could grab all 3 of these items all at once, but I think this thing's pretty cool and be able to use it for unboxings. Might even put my keys on it. Stay strapped, you never know. I'd rather have this guy, but he pretty much stays at home. And there it is, folks. The week 3 drop list featuring Wise by Yohji Yamamoto. It's a pretty filled out week. I think the only negative we can say is the retail prices are too expensive, but we got some absolute bangers from the leather jacket, #1 item, gonna fly. It might even resell for $2,000 off rip. Same thing with the silver stuff. I think it's gonna resell even though it's so expensive already. Zip up, for my sake, I hope it resells so I at least sell it if I don't like it in hand or whatever reason. I think Fire and Ice, 228 is super tough. There might be some potential for like a 250, 300. Hand fan is cool. Hooded bomber, faux fur, sick. I like the long sleeve tee. You got the sleeper item of the week in the hooded utility. Crest applique, not far behind. Everything else, fairly dope. 666 sweater, slept on, inspired by that original thing. But what do you guys think? Another week in the books. I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Remember to like if you did, subscribe for more, and come out to our Thursday live stream. We're always vibing out in chat an hour before the drop, strategizing, talking what's coming out, helping the newcomers figure out how to set up their autofill. It's a wide mix of people, so if you've never been before, don't be a stranger. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace and butt grease. Later.